Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good to see you. Nice to be seen. Welcome to day 3, the mastery of transformation. Why would I ask that you come in as a team and make sure as a team everyone was complete? Meaning you had your books, you had your assignments, cell phones were turned off, you had your blindfold, and everybody that is to be here at this moment is here. Why would I have you do that? Operate out of we. Any other thoughts? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
To transform ourselves from all the limitations, become perfect. Nearly perfect. Perfect is not perfect.
Yeah. Or at least to operate out of excellence. Excellence means you don't get it right all the time, but you seek to do so. And excellence will allow you to go back and look at the fine details and say, I think somebody's missing, or at least ask the question, where is someone? I used the analogy earlier in the training, running track, and it's one of my loves, one of my passions, and again, I could not imagine if Saul and I were on a relay team and we had 2 other friends and they call for us to go to our positions and we walk out of the tunnel and there's only 2 or 3 of that 4-person team present. And then I turn to Saul and say, well, where's Marcus and David? And he turns to me and says, well, I don't know. When did you see them last? You get that's not an excellence. We're not prepared. We didn't come to play team. I was ready. Saul was ready. Marcus and Dave are doing whatever they're doing. But as a cohesive unit, we are not functioning. We clearly are in breakdown. One of the most profound things about acknowledging breakdown is it makes clear what's working, what's not working, what's missing. And when you're able to integrate some of that new information, when you can implement something that's missing, usually it has to do with your vision statement. And on that vision statement, it's usually one of the values that's missing. It's really easy to find. Just like if I want to create my loving world, but I don't feel like being nurturing, you're not going to get it. And if you don't get it, I'm not going to see the transformation. Said different way, you're not going to explore the gift that you are. You're not going to see the potential that you have. You're not going to be able to see beyond what you know. So then all I need to do is maybe go over in the corner with Saul or just by myself and say, something's not working. Do you see it? And he might say, yeah, I sense it, but I'm not sure what it is. Then I go back to my vision statement. I want to create a loving world where people understand their significance, live their vision by being nurturing, support. There it is. That's what's missing. I'm not being supportive. So then I make attempts at being supportive until I see a change. You all came in today in a way that's fundamentally different than the previous 2. There was almost an excitement about being together as a team. We're all ready, we're all accounted for. You know what that really signifies? That I took enough time as a leader to make sure that you were ready, here, fully prepared for this moment. Well, remember on the first day, it was a young lady. Did I have you come up on the first day of training and stand in front of, come here. We'll do it again. Yeah, please. And on the first day, I said it'll be easier for us to take care of each other, right? It's just you and me, and I may make mistakes, you may make mistakes, but you can handle yourself. But then you turn around, and you have to take care of all of them. Maybe he's in excellence, he has all of his homework, and he has his blindfold. He's missing his blindfold. He doesn't have his homework from day 1, but has it from day 2 in his blindfold. He doesn't have day 1, day 2, or his blindfold. He totally forgot. He forgot. He's not here. His cell phone is on. Now you get to adjust yourself, redefine yourself so that this entire group goes back to their vision statement. Remember I had you sign it? And I said, that's your commitment signature? You don't need to ask, why'd you not have your cell phone? Why'd you miss your homework? How come you don't have? All you need to ask is a simple question. I want you to ask them. Ask the group, are you living your vision? Ask them. Ask them. Yeah, just one big loud. Yep, just be loud. Ask the whole group. Are you living your vision? Nice and loud.
Are you living your vision?
Yeah, good. Thank you. That's it. I mean, that's how I would start a meeting. It's possible. If I had a meeting, I might start. I might start it that way. I might ask that as an indirect question. Instead of dealing with all the individual breakdowns, I might just say, well, are we living it? And what it's asking you to do is to go back and reflect on that vision statement. Do me a favor, turn to that vision statement you wrote down, read it in silence, because this is where we need to begin today. You need to be clear about what you're committed to, and it's not about being on time, it's not about having your documentation. It's about making that happen.
All right, everybody clear on the definitions, because I'm getting ready to enroll you in an activity. Now, before we get into the activity, let me just relieve you of one stress and worry. This particular activity has no depth to it. I don't expect you to connect it to the bomb shelter or anything like that. I'm not going to trip you up and then come behind you and say, you see, you weren't living your vision. This is a moment for self-honesty, okay? It's a moment for self-honesty. So your participation in it is up to you. Again, I'm not psychic. I can't force it. I am going to shout out a particular health behavior. And when I shout